Hi, Bill here with 30-Minute Woodshop. Thanks for joining. So today I want to show you how to make a bud vase. Valentine's Day is closing on us. This is a super easy project you can make. All you really need for this is a piece of wood, a drill bit, all right, and a handsaw. Now I'm going to use a few other tools because it makes it easier and faster for me. All right, but super easy to do, okay? Now, what I've got I'm building around these little 1-inch by 6-inch little bud vases, these starter vases here. I got some of these through Amazon. I'll put a link in the bottom so you guys can find that. And like anything, if you want to build this, guys, go down here to 30minutewoodshop.com. You can find a dimension sketch. Super easy to build this particular one. Go ahead and check that out. Hit more. You can find some of the tools and stuff that I use. Check out my blog and those kind of things. Pretty easy to do. Now, the material I'm using for this is this piece of recovered cherry. Okay, this is from a headboard, cherry headboard from a bed that I found. Actually, I didn't find it. This might have been one that we had, but no longer needed. I salvaged that wood, and I'm going to use this piece of cherry to make this. That's going to be really nice once I get it finished. So like I said, a few of these little bud vases, a piece of wood, you're ready to go. All right. Now, for me, because this is too wide, I'm going to have to split it. I'm going to take it over to my table saw, and I need a couple of pieces that are 2 inches wide. So I'm going to strip off 2 pieces that are 2 inches wide, make a couple 6-inch long pieces and a couple of pieces that are about 3 3¼ inches long. Glue it all together. All right, and I'm actually going to nail it. You don't have to nail it. I am, because I don't want to have to wait, and it's cold out, and my shop temperature is going to be dropping once I turn the lights off here. So I want to make sure the glue dries properly. All I'm going to do, I'm going to tack it up, clamp it, tack it up, and I'm ready to go. Okay? Now, let's go over to the saw. I've got the saw set up for 2 inches, and I have the blade just popping out the top. Let me grab a push stick, and we can get started. That done, we're going to cut a couple pieces off here at 6. I'm going to gang cut these. What I'm doing here on this end, on the far end, I'm making sure they're flush. That's a little better there. So now when I cut them off, okay, looking pretty good. Now what I want to do is I got this thing all set up. One thing I would say is this. The glass tubes that we're using here are like 0.95 inches, and the hole is 1 inch, so there's no clearance. I mean, it's just a slip fit. So I may change the drawing to make the top hole like a 1 1/8 just to make sure. But what that means right now is that these holes have to be lined up exactly. If they're not lined up exactly, these tubes will not slip in properly. Because what I've done here is I've basically put 3 holes, through holes, and then I made 3 depressions to match. Now the easy way to do that is to use some 2-phase tape, tape these 2 together and drill through. But all that said, we're doing pretty good here. I think what we want to do is we're ready to do some glue up, and then we'll do some sanding and routing, and put some finish on. All right, let's glue. So my original thought was I was going to tack this together, but I don't want those nail holes in this because this is going to be a high visibility item. So perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let this thing sit the way it is. And then I'll come back. It should be good. Temperature's going to drop in here pretty drastically, down to about mid-20s. But by the time that happens, this glue should be pretty well set up. So when I'll come back tomorrow, once the glue's dried, I'll do some finish, route some of the edges, okay? Do some sanding, and then I'll put some finish on it. So I'll be back tomorrow. You saw me do it, go ahead and hit this with a sander, all right, using 220 grit sandpaper. All it did is level things out and take off all my, all the squeeze out that I had, because I just let this sit and dry. I didn't do any, wipe off any squeeze out until afterwards. And so I just sanded it off. Now, I put all the edges, I ran all the edges with 1/8 inch round over bit. So it's really nice and soft. So I think it's gonna be great. So now what I wanna do is I have this lacquer. I chose lacquer because this really isn't going to be out. It's not going to be seen very much. You know, it'll come out a couple times a year. My wife's going to use it. It'll be great. Or I give it to my daughter, you know, and so it's not going to see the light of day too often. This is cherry, however. So if you leave it in the sun, it will naturally darken. Pretty light right now, but we're going to throw a couple coats of lacquer on it, and I think that project will be ready to go. So there's the first coat. We'll let this dry. I'm going to put on 2 more coats, maybe 3. So a total of 3 or 4 coats. It should level out really nice, and then we'll be ready to finish up the project. What a super easy project. Super simple. Hardly takes any wood at all. This happens to be, like I said, done in cherry, which is going to look really good as it ages. Of course, you know, cherry gets darker, especially with the lacquer on it. If this sits in the sun at all, over the years, it's going to turn darker, which is usually why you see older cherry furniture dark, because it does oxidize. But pretty cool. I think my wife's going to like this. I do have to put rosebuds in it sometime as we get closer to the 14th. Do it now and they'll be dead. So we don't want to do that. A couple things though. Like I said, super easy to do. Make sure you get a couple extra of these tubes. One of these rolled off my bench, hit the concrete, of course, and shattered. These are super thin. They're really cool, but they're very thin. So look elegant, but what can I say? Get a couple extras. So like always, go down to here at 30minutewoodshop.com. You can get a dimension sketch. All right, remember it's a dimension sketch, so make sure whenever you get your tubes that you measure the tubes, height, length, whatever, so that you can adjust the dimensions for the tubes that you get. All right, that's really important because these are 1-inch tubes. You may get 3/4 inch tubes, you may get 1 1/4 inch or whatever. Make sure that you actually measure those tubes and adjust the dimensions so that you can actually build it so it works for you. Okay? Now, when you get on there, go down, hit 30minutewoodshop.com. You can hit more below. You can check out the tools and things that I use. I always like doing that personally when someone does that, because that way I get to learn how other people are doing things. And for me, woodworking is all about learning. So anyway, fast project, easy project. Hope you got something out of this. If you did, do me a favor, hit like and subscribe. And hey folks, until next time, good making.